What's up, YouTube? Georgia Silver Hunter back with another $half hunt. Today I was able to pick up 2 boxes of the String and Sun rolls from my local Fifth Third. I'm kind of excited about getting into these because with the String and Suns, I just haven't done enough to know, are they silver rich or silver poor? That said, I have been on quite the drought. I think it's been now 4 weeks since I found my last silver. I can't even tell you how many boxes that is because it's been very sporadic week to week how many boxes I can get, but we got to find some silver. Otherwise, this is getting to be less and less fun because that's why we do it, is finding silver. That said, the errors, the varieties, the NIFCs, the proofs have been very kind to me, so I have been getting some finds and not lots and lots of skunk boxes, but I'm in this for the silver, so hopefully today we'll turn that around. So with that, let's jump into it. I'm going to go ahead and open these first couple of rolls live and see if we can get lucky and find a little bit of silver. The times I don't film them, I usually find something, and the times I do, we find nothing. So we'll see how this box works out for us. All right, that looks like a bunch of clad. Let's just look through it really quickly here. We are looking for basically double die obverse coins like the 1971D, the 1974D, the 1973D, and we are looking for the no FG coins, which are the 1972D, like this one, that has an FG, the 1982P, and the 1983P. So those are the main varieties that we're looking for. Outside of that, we are looking for silver, which is going to be your 1965 to 1970 would be your 40% silver, and 1974 and earlier will be your 90% silver. And then we have NIFCs, which stands for not intended for circulation. And that is the 1987, because they only made that for mint and proof sets, and 2002 to 2020. So those are the things we're looking for, and if you ever get lost or confused or you're new and can't remember all that, I have a link in my description down below with a Google Doc for not only $half, but also for pennies, nickels, quarters, and maybe even dimes. I can't remember if I added dimes for the types of things we look for when we coin roll hunt. Okay, so that's 2 down, no finds. We are going to go ahead and go off camera, and we will bring you in as soon as we find something. So in roll 40, we actually had 2 finds, not worth anything of note, but we did get a 2005 Philadelphia NIFC and a 2001 stickered Barack Obama coin. I don't know where you find these, but this is the second one like this I have found in a month. I hope it's not the same one that I found and returned to the bank and then got it again, but this is my second Obama coin. So if you could call them finds, I've had 2 of them in roll 40. It's been a very slow box. I've got about 5 coins to check for DDOs. I've been very selective on what I've been pulling, simply because if they're not in really good shape at this stage, I've got so many other DDOs and errors that, if the coin's not in decent shape, I just don't even look at it, at least right now. I'm on the silver hunt, so I'm trying to get through boxes a little bit more quickly. And there's just not been any silver of late. So that was roll 41. I'll do roll 42 with you, and then we'll go back off camera. We got some shiny in here. Itchy nose. That's an 88. Thought it was an 83. 81, 71, 98, 85. Not even anything to look at for errors or varieties. There's an 83P. No good. Error, yeah. All right, well, we'll go off camera and get through these last 8 rolls, and I'll bring you in if we find something. Okay, well, we are on our very last roll. The boxes are going fast. Haven't been able to find any silver. Let's hope we get some last roll luck. Otherwise, we just have our 1 NIFC and our 1 sticker, which really isn't worth writing home about. Oh, we might have a proof here at the very end. We'll see. We'll see. Last roll luck. Maybe? Nope. Just a really decent looking 1974, probably from a mint set. With a rim like that, that's squared off, and that's straight. Probably taken out of a mint set. I think that's 72. No, we got it's towards the end. Yep, it's this 86D. Also, just really thick edge on this. Likely from a mint set. All right, well, that is the end of that box. These two will go back in the bin, and we're going to get into box number 2. So here we are with another String & Sons box. Again, already opened. We got a real shiny guy down here on the end. I don't know, that may end up being a proof. Other than that, I didn't see any silver or NIFCs on the outer edges or on the enders. I have done the coin roll with these, and we didn't see any silver on either side, so hopefully we'll find some in the middle. Okay, so I'm tearing into roll number 1, and hopefully you guys can see that. I mean, you can see it through the paper. Looking very proof-like in here. Not silver, but I like when I find really nice proofs. There we go. That's a decent looking 1973 S-clad proof. What else do we have in here? It's a beautiful 1992D. I might check that in my book. No. No. And 1972 S-clad proof. Let me zoom in and show you these guys a little bit better. That's actually a decent looking proof compared to the 73. The 73 is a little bit more scratched up, but we if that roll number 5 is also a proof, we may be on to a little proof dump. So for those of you that wonder about value, again, proofs are intended to be like sparkling, mirror finish, untouched, no scratches, like perfect shape, because they're actually released in like these airtight capsules. So finding them out in the wild is not supposed to be possible. So somebody purposefully cracked those out of a case and spent them. So that's one reason coin roll hunters get excited about finding them. From a value perspective, they're probably still just worth 50 cents. But if you're filling out like a typeset book or one of like the Dansko albums and you need all your S-clad versions, these are kind of cool to hang on to. I have 4 or 5 rolls of these that I've found over the last 1.5 or 2 years. So I just hang on to them because they're neat finds. And you never know when somebody might need one. And it doesn't cost me much to hang on to them. So again, I see, this is roll number 2. I see a ton of really sharp rims here. This is 1979D, but we do have, look at that, a 1987S. So this is your NIFC proof version. So 87s P&D only came out in mint sets, and this is the clad proof 1987. So that's beautiful. We've got another one here. We've got a 1985 San Francisco clad proof. So we're 4 proofs, 2 rolls in. And this is just a really nice 1981D. I'm going to check that against the book too. That's just a beautiful coin. Probably came out of a mint set. So judging from these first 2 rolls, I have a feeling we may be in for a ride with proofs and mint set coins. So these might have a number of upgrades for my book. So I may be pulling a lot of coins out of here just to upgrade my books. All right, well, I'm going to go through these and get into the next roll. And if we find more proofs or silver, I'll bring you in. So we just got the paper off of roll number 3. And again, I'm hoping that shows up on camera. You can see we have another big thick line in here. And we have a 2001 S-clad proof. Not sure we're going to have anything else in this roll that is proof-like, but we will keep on hunting. Here's roll number 4. We're going to have more proofs in here. I hope we find some silver in here too. That would be super. But so far, not happening. Those are just nice looking coins. That's a nice looking coin. There's a 2010 Denver NIFC. Our first NIFC of the box. And a 1981 S-clad proof. Very cool. Here we are on roll number 5, and I think this is going to have a proof ender, as well as maybe 1 or 2 more in the middle. Yeah, there was a 1971 S-clad proof. We've got a 1996 S-clad proof. That S is for San Francisco, where proofs are generally minted. Here's a 2005P NIFC. Roll number 6, and the proofs continue. At least I think they are here. Here's a 1980. I think we're going to have a whole run. I really do. That's just a nice 1980D. It's a 2007. Sorry, I went through that pretty fast. There's a 2007 NIFC. The rest of this is going to be clad. Okay, ripping into roll number 6, 7. I've got something that looks like it might be silvery. We've gotten a lot of fakers lately. That's what they call those when they got that really gray line. And they end up being like dirty 71s or dirty 74s. Look at that, dirty 71. I called it. I'm going to weigh that too, just to make sure that's not the silver planchet 71. I don't think it is. So if I'm not mistaken, I believe the 71 silver planchets are going to weigh closer to like 11.5 grams. So if this is like 11.123, somewhere in there, this is just regular clad. So there we are, 11.1. Let's just take like this 74 just to see. Yeah, 11.3 seems to be about normal. So I'm thinking this is just a regular clad 71. Okay, just got into roll number 11, and I'm sure we just came upon some more proofs. Again, they're still clads, unfortunately, not silver. It's a beautiful bicentennial San Francisco clad proof. There's a beautiful 1989. Just trying to get them up here so we can see them all. And I think we have one more. There's a 1998 San Francisco clad proof. It's beautiful $50. Unfortunately, they're just dinged up from being in circulation. But beautiful coins. So I'm bringing you guys in. I'm actually on roll 42, I think. Yeah, 42. Along the way, somewhere in the middle, I thought I had started my camera and I didn't, but I had another really good find. This is the 1987 Philadelphia. As I was saying earlier in the video, these were only done in mint sets. So far we have the 87S clad proof 1987, and here we have the Philadelphia. Of all the not intended for circulation coins, this 87 is probably the hardest to find because it's just a single year and they didn't make that many of them. So I'm always happy to find me an 87, and I did find one more. I think it was the 2003, or it might have been this 2007, but it was another NIFC. I wasn't real bent out of shape that I missed opening that on camera, but the 87 was pretty cool. And I wanted to bring you in here. Like I said, I'm on roll 42, and I just got the paper back just a little bit, and you can already see down in there we have a ton of what looks to be proofs. And I think what happened with this is I did the coin roll. So the 10 rolls that I'm on now over here were originally on this side of the box. And when you do the coin roll, I take these 10 out, roll everything this way, and then these 10 rolls go in over here. So I think all of these were probably together, so we'll see. I've got a ton of stuff in here in the middle, though. Hopefully you can see that showing up on camera. We'll just lay it down and go through it here. Oh yeah, I can see it poking through. This is going to be a lot of proofs. See here, that's just a 93. It's a nice looking 93 too. There's an 80, a 93, and this is definitely a proof. That's a 1992. Clad proof. Do we have one of those? We do not. We have a 96 and a 98. Here's another 87. Here's the 87D. 87D. Not intended for circulation. Regular clad to go with my Philadelphia. So we got the whole set in this. We got the 87 PD and S to wrap up the set. It's a really nice 80p. There's a 77 S clad proof. This one's in great shape. It has one little nick there on the side. Other than that, it looks fantastic. These are in no particular order. I was trying. And then here's a 78 S clad proof. Wow, that was a heck of a roll. And I have been hunting these still for errors. I've got about 10 coins over here on the side that we'll look at for some DDOs. I haven't found any no FGs or even anything close. We're going to have some more proofs in here. More proofs in here. We'll just go through it together. There is a 1990 S. I'm kind of to the point now where I just need to throw them up there because I have no sense of order anymore. 85, there's an 01, almost another NIFC. On the newer end, there's a 73D we'll put under the scope. All right, here's a 72S. And I will be checking these proofs for errors as well. The S-clad proofs do have, some of them have double dyes or double dye obverse or double dye reverse. I've never found one, but I will definitely scope these at the end of the video. Just in case, because, you know, if it's an error, it turns a kind of a busted proof into something that has a little bit more value behind it. Yep, probably some more proofs in here. This is roll 44. And apologies if this video is getting a bit long. Typically a video this long, I prefer when we're finding silver, but still, this is pretty exciting finding all of these proofs. Yep, I see an 82 in here. There's an 82S. Clad proof. Definitely has an FG. That's easy to pick out when the coin is that pretty. There is a 79 S clad. We got a bunch of finds this video. This is actually a pretty cool second box. It's been a long time since I've hit a proof dump. Maybe one or two in here. I see maybe one or two in here at the front. Maybe one here in the middle. Let's see. Could just be nice clad coins. That's just a nice clad 85p. We'll put that aside and check the book. Really nice 89. This one, nope, we do. We've got one proof in here. Really nice 1971 S clad. And you can tell that from the side. If it were silver, they do these in an S silver as well. You would see no copper edge. That would be all gray and silver, and that's how we know the difference. Sorry if I didn't say that sooner, but that's how you tell the difference between all clad and silver. And I'll show you real quick. I actually have some silver sitting over here if you have never seen this before. Here's a 1945 Walking Liberty, and I'm just going to throw that here in the middle of these, and we'll put them together and show you. And there it is. That's how easy it is to spot silver in the middle of a clad roll. So if those proofs were silver, they would look more like that. Unfortunately, we haven't found any silver today. Yep. So this is roll 45. Definitely proofs in here. Yep, a bunch of proofs. You see how the light reflects off of those. Pretty cool box. I'm realizing now that I don't think I checked that last roll very well for other stuff. There's an 88 S-Clad. That's okay. There's a 77D. I don't get many of those. We'll put that under the scope. It's an 81 proof. Four rolls left. And then I'll organize these and we'll do a quick wrap up. Imagine had I not done the coin roll, we would have had our first 20 rolls or so just would have been stellar, and then the back half of the box would have been boring. So I almost got lucky that this got mixed up. All right, here we are with another Bicentennial proof. Again, clad. That's okay. Three rolls left. It's actually nice finding mint set coins in these rolls too if you were doing like $50 books. Not sure. This will, yeah, we've got some proofs in here. I see them. We'll get to them. Just a 96. And there it is. 74S. We have a 72S. 2001. Okay, two rolls left. Roll 49. See if we can close it out strong, or if we peaked early. If we peaked early, we'll just fast forward. That's an 80P. Wouldn't it be funny if we found silver in the last roll after all of these proofs? Honestly, I wish all these proofs were silver anyway. That would make this a much cooler box, wouldn't it? So nothing there. And this will be our last roll. And like I said, I'll organize all these proofs and we'll do a real quick wrap up. Call it a day. Oh yeah, we've got, well, I have to imagine there's some proofs in here. Maybe coin number 2. There's proofs in here. And there's the first one. There's a 1983. It's a rainbow looking 1995. We have another 87 Philadelphia. Just regular clad NIFC. So for the 87s being hard to find, we found a whole bunch of them in this video. It's a beautiful 77. I hope that's the DDO. That's going to be worth some money. It's another 87. 87 Philly. I think that's like 5 87s on this box. All right. Well, that is the box. I'm going to check for some DDOs and DDRs. I'll get organized up here and we'll come back in for a recap. All right, well, that was a heck of a box. I'll be honest. I mean, there's you know, there's not a lot of value from a, can I sell this and make money? But from a, you know, a collector perspective or just a coin roll hunter who likes to find cool stuff, this was a great second box. Starting at the top, we did have 3 1987 Philadelphia not intended for circulation coins. These are really tough to find, and to get 3 in the same box is pretty amazing. I did end up also with a 1987D, not intended for circulation, so I've got 1 set and then 2 extras. I did end up with your standard, you know, 2002 to 2020 NIFCs. I got an 03, an 05, an 07, and a 2010. No value there. Those will go back in the bin, but again, not supposed to be in the box. But the really cool part was all of these proofs. This has got to be the most proofs I've ever found in a single box. We've got everything from some pretty beat up ones like this 1996 and this 1980 and maybe this 73 to some really just beautiful ones, quite frankly, for being in circulation. We also did get that 1987 S-clad proof to go with our 87 P&D. But to recap, we did end up with two 71s, three 72s, a 73, a 74, two bicentennials, which those were the 75, 76 years. We had a 77, 78, 79. So we really got everything from 71 to 79, an entire collection of the 70s. For 80, we had 80, well, a single 80, two 81s, an 82, an 83. We were missing the 84. We did have an 85, missing the 86. We did have the 87, 88, and 89. So almost a full run of the 80s. And then in the 90s, it starts to fall off. We ended up with a single 90, a 92, a 96, and a 98. And one lonely S-clad proof from the 2000s, probably in one of the worst shapes of all the coins up here. So the newest proof turns out to be probably close to the ugliest. The 73 might win. But all in all, that's 5, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, 20, 23. We had 24 proofs in that box of halves, which is pretty darn cool. I'm sure if I dig through all of the proofs that I've found in other boxes, I'm sure I could create a set from 71, probably all the way at least to 2001. I'm going to hang on to all these proofs. I may just dig through and keep the nicer ones and dump the rest back. I typically hang on to every one I find, but this is a lot of proofs to find in a single box. If you're watching this video and there's any of these proofs you're interested in, shoot me a note. Let me know. Happy to sell you a couple. So let me know, just, before I toss them back. If you're interested in buying them, happy to sell them to you. So with that, I'll close the video out here. It was two NA and string boxes from my Fifth Third Bank, which I enjoy banking at quite a bit. They're really good to me, and they've been getting me boxes even in this coin shortage. So a big thank you to them. If you haven't already, if this is the first time you've come to my channel and this is the first video you've seen, look on down below this channel, click on that subscribe button, click on that little bell and select all so you get notified each time I drop a new video, and leave me a like. The more likes I get, the more the search algorithm will put this video in other people's searches. So that like button also always helps. And I do love hearing from you guys, so please leave me a comment down below. Love to interact with you guys. So with that, I'll end it here. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.